Good morning, friends. This morning I am a little unsettled as having watched a piece of the game last night. I woke up to a prayer request from one of my daughters, and I didn't know what she was referring to, so I jumped on and found a story of Damar Hamlin. He is a 24-year-old, and he is one of the football players, I believe, with the Buffalo Bills. Excuse me if I'm wrong. They're Buffalo and Cincinnati were playing, and I just my brain this morning can't recall. But in an instant, his life changed. Everybody's life changed in that moment, especially for him and his family. As he was just playing and participating in the sport that he loved, he was in a tackle and stood up like normal and then dropped from cardiac arrest. He is currently in critical condition, and nobody knows until he wakes up, until they can take him off the ventilator to see where he stands. And it made me think, in an instant, we go through life taking it for granted, don't we? Over the holidays, there were so many stories that I was hearing, that I was reading on Facebook, prayer requests coming in, and it's heartbreaking when you recognize how quickly life can change for people. And I too have been in those situations where life has changed quickly, and been in situations where there's a lot of heartache. But I serve a God that can cover every bit of that and restore. Today was a day that 29 years ago, my husband actually lost his mom. In an instant, his life was changed. She too had heart issues, and she was just gone like that. And his heart hurts today because 29 years ago he's lost his mom. But we also have a blessing. Our grandson Solomon was born on this day 5 years ago. So we see how God can restore the loss that we face in our lives and bring joy to us when we are in the midst of sorrow. But I want you to think about it. Are you prepared? Are you ready that in an instant your life is turned upside down? Would you have the hope? Would you have the faith to be able to withstand what is coming at you? Would you be able to hope in the Lord and know that He is a miracle worker and that everything is His ultimate plan and it's always for our good? Jeremiah 29:11. But here's the bigger question. Are you ready for what would happen if in an instant you were no longer on this earth? Just like that, the Lord called you home. I am going to be grateful when the Lord calls me home, because my home for eternity will be with Jesus Christ. I will be in heaven because I have accepted Jesus Christ as my personal Lord and Savior. I allow Him to rule my life, and with that I have hope. But do you? Do you know Jesus Christ is your personal Lord and Savior? Because He says in John 3:16, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life." You see, we can't turn back the clock. When that instant comes, you cannot turn back the clock. Either you're ready or you're not. And my heart goes out to those that are not ready, and the families of those who have loved ones that were not ready. It's really hard to go to a funeral when you don't believe that that person had their hope or their faith in Jesus Christ, that they had not surrendered their lives. Because what hope is there for them? It's gone. They will spend eternity away from Jesus. And not only that, but they will spend eternity in a place that nobody ever wants to go, that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, in hell with Satan himself. So friends, today I just want to have you stop and think for a second. Are you ready for that instant where everything in your life could change? And are you ready to accept Jesus Christ? Because in that instant, everything will be changed for all eternity. Prayers for Mr. Hamlin and to everyone else facing significant issues right now in their lives. God is our only hope.